Hey guys, welcome back to another members only video where we talk about the important things in life, and that is the Inghams. Well, we don't talk about them in every members only video except for all the ones I've done so far. We have done, so take from that what you will. I'd like to also take the opportunity to welcome any new members that we have amongst us, because I don't do that often enough. I'm sorry, but you are all so appreciated. You are all worth it, and I appreciate you so much for helping support the channel and helping support what I do on this channel, because it is important, the message that I'm trying to get across. I also hope that you are all well, because it is an absolutely freezing day today. I feel like the winter is clutching at us now and it's dragging us in. Winter will not let go and will not be warm again until March. So take from that what you will. Right, Inghams, what have they been up to in the past week? Well, there's been some controversy ish, but we'll get to that. Sarah and Chris, I believe, took the little two to a roleplay place. Apparently left all the other kids at home on their own, which is a little bit controversial. Is Isabel old enough to look after 10-year-old Isla? She's been doing it since she was about 14 though, so you know, possibly, I don't know. But given the amount of stalkers that they have lurking around every corner, you know, I would suggest not leaving your kids home alone. That being said, they do have insane floodlights all around their house, so I don't know why, to deter people, or so they can see people coming. I don't know. Security systems. Do they even have an actual security system? Do they have any CCTV? I don't think they do they? You know, that's what they want to get. If they want to do things properly, they need to get a full-on security system like the Saucony Jolies. If you've ever seen their one, he's got an entire like room. It's like a dashboard full of cameras. It's insane, and yeah, that's a bit overkill. But the Inghams, they've got so many stalkers, they need this level of security, you know. But anyway, they went to this roleplay place, which looked quite exciting. You know, if I was like 2 or 3, I think I would enjoy it, definitely. But Sarah tells us that they asked for permission off the people there if they were allowed to film their kids, as long as they don't film anybody else, and there wasn't many people there anyway. But what they failed to mention to the owners were that they were filming it for commercial reasons, which I'm sure would have been against the terms of service, terms and conditions of the place that they were. And lo and behold, it turns out it was. It says on the website, no commercial filming. I'm not sure why Sarah didn't mention that to, you know. But anyway, then Sarah took Esme on a special surprise day out. See, what she's doing now is she's taking all the girls on a one-on-one day out, just her and her child, but a one-on-one situation. So unfortunately, the the girls have to bear Sarah for just on their own for a day. I know, it's supposed to be a surprise. It's supposed to be a treat for them, but to have Sarah all to themselves, that must be horrible. I'm sorry. But Isabel was last week. She went to the cinema to see some scary movie thing, and Esme's turn this week. She was amazingly surprised that she went to see a Marvel movie. The new Marvel movie had just come out. Esme is apparently a massive Marvel fan, and lo and behold, Esme has also got a new jacket, a Marvel jacket, which she just got for some with no intention of going to see this movie or anything like that. None whatsoever. What I found incredible was the level of excitement that she got from going to the cinema. Now, surely they've been to the cinema before, many times. But, I mean, is this not something that they do? I don't know. Anyway. So, next up is going to be Isla's turn. Don't know what she's going to do. She's not going to go to the cinema. And this I found a little bit off, because Sarah says that she's not going to take Isla to the cinema because there's nothing for Isla to see there. But how does she know? This is a surprise, right? So she's not asked Isla if there's anything at the cinema. I feel like if you ask your kids what they want to watch, they might surprise you. It's not always something that you want them to watch or something that you think they'll like. It might be something completely different that they've had their eye on watching but just haven't told you. Just saying, you don't know that there's nothing for her to watch because you haven't asked her. Anyway, they're going to do something completely different, and probably something completely inappropriate for Isla, because, you know, she's just the forgotten child and not something to worry about, right? They went Christmas shopping. Shock horror. They've been shopping like almost every single day, and Sarah went Christmas shopping for the 3 older girls who were out on playdates. Yeah, I don't get I don't get Sarah. She's always been like this with Isabel. She said Isabel, her 17-year-old, has gone on a sleepover with her friends. A sleepover. She's 17. Don't say that your 17-year-old's gone on a sleepover. It's embarrassing. You know, your 10-year-old might go on a sleepover, not your 17-year-old. Just say she's out with mates, or she'll be back in the morning. I don't know. Just don't embarrass her. Jesus Christ. Anyway, the other two, Isla and Esme, went on a community play date thing. I didn't quite get what the hell that was, but apparently that's happened. And yeah, whether or not that actually happened, who knows. But they were left alone, so it's a little bit sketchy, to be honest with you, because Sarah and Chris went off to Sheffield, which is like an hour away or something from where they live, and the Isla and Esme, they went off on a play date, play community date. I don't know. They went off, right? So I just feel like Chris and Sarah were a bit far away in case those two needed anything. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So Sarah had a selfie at Meadowhall with the Grinch, and it wasn't Chris, so it was an actual Grinch. Or just in case you didn't know, the Grinch doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. It was a man dressed as the Grinch. Okay. Then we had the incredible second coming of the John Lewis at Christmas house decoration at the Ice Palace. They started decorating the house for Christmas, because why not? You know, they've got about 1 million rooms to decorate, and they've only got 6 weeks, 7 weeks in order to do it, so they've got to get a crack on, right? And it looks just like John Lewis's Christmas decorate, you know what I mean. I know what I'm trying to say. It looks like a department store and it's all decorated. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? Just my brain is not translating words at the moment. So yeah, you'll remember what it looked like last year, and if you don't, you're in for a cracker of a surprise. It looks amazing, especially last year when they put all those lights all the way up the staircase. Yeah, that was brilliant. Let's hope they do that again. Speaking of lights, they also went and bought they went and bought an artificial tree, an indoor artificial tree for outside in their front, just out the front of in the garden, out the front, and that cost them 200 quid, and they bought 4,000 lights to go on it, also indoor lights, I think, by the way. I didn't quite check, but I think they were, and that cost them another 100 quid on top, so it's 300 quid. And it was insane. It really, really was insane. I don't really know what to say. It looked like it was going to... It looked like a rocket launch. And she loves to be noticed. I think Sarah wants the neighbourhood to notice her, because she's also mentioned... Well, they put the tree up... Remember the tree on the first floor landing, just by that window? And she said she loves it there because people can drive past and see the tree from. But I'm a bit confused by that, because if you're driving on ground level, you wouldn't see that tree if you looked at the house. You know, you'd have to look upwards a bit. And also, secondly, they don't want people to look at their house. I thought that was the whole thing about people stalking them. They don't like people looking at them or looking at their house, or you know. But now they're trying to draw attention. All that also with the floodlight system that they have around the house, where it just constantly is lit up so that people can see that their house. It's just, yeah, it's mind-boggling. And they bought they bought a tree for the playroom in the I mean, they try to think of anywhere that they don't currently have a Christmas tree, and they buy a tree for that particular space. It is bizarre. It's insane. You don't need a tree for every single space in your house. You don't need a tree for every room in the house. You just don't. Probably 2 trees would have been sufficient, but they literally have one for every single room, except for, now we don't know this for certain because we never get to see in the room, that what's it called, that cloakroom, the dressing room place that's a tip, and they don't ever show us in there. I assume there's not a tree in there, but they have a tree in every single kid's bedroom. They don't need trees. They don't all need trees. They certainly don't all need big trees. I don't know. It's all weird. Anyway, too many trees. It takes a lifetime for them to put them up, and it takes equally as long to take them down. You know, if it was me, I would be like, no. You know, I love Christmas, but I could not decorate it to that level and then have to take it all down again, and then a few months later have to put it all back up. You know, it's just too much. Finally, we had Sarah laughing or cackling at Esme ruining her work that she was doing. She was making these clay things, and you have to bake them in the oven, and she was making them for Isla for her Christmas advent calendar, and she burnt them and ruined them, and Sarah just sat there and cackled at her. And I think that she's just evil. I honestly think she's evil. You know, that can't even be attributed to banter or whatever it is that she would try and defend. You know, she'll say, oh, it's just the way our family is. Well, no, it's not. It's just ridiculous. It's stupid, and it's horrible, and it's nasty, and it's evil. That's all I can say. Evil. Because Esme would have been upset. Absolutely, definitely. She was doing something really nice she loves to do for her sister, and it's taken her a long time to do it, obviously. And Sarah sat there laughing about it, and showing us all these ruined bits, and laughing at, and look how bad it looks, and look what this looks like. And it's just, what the why does she do that? I honestly don't know. Esme's gonna have to do them all again if she can bring herself to do it all again. I bet you Sarah would not lift a finger to help her redo them, and that's really, really sad. So I'm going to leave you with that knowledge that Sarah is in fact evil, and I will catch you again soon. Thank you so much for watching this special, and come back again soon for another one. Take care, and bye bye.